review of 1072. So what the fuck?
Okay, first off,
oh my god!
So you asked at the very end of our reaction, is Stussy the ally that Vegapunk was talking to?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go hard. Yes. I'm gonna go hard. Yes.
A Rocks pirate?
Well, a clone of a Rocks pirate.
A Rocks pirate clone.
Sure. Yes.
Dude, is the Vec cloned? How many Rocks pirate clones are there?
No.
Wait.
I don't want a Madara situation. Please don't give me a Madara situation. I don't want a Madara situation.
You probably are gonna hate this more. You know who else was a Rocks pirates?
Whitebeard.
And you know
Big Mom and Kaido.
But you know what a failed clone of Whitebeard would look like?
I'd actually laugh at that. That'd be. I'm okay with that.
Wait. No. There's no. Ooh, color spreads. No. What's her fucking name?
He was so serious for a second.
No, it's not.
Wait a minute. Bakken, right?
Weavile's mom?
What if?
No.
She's the original Stussy.
Wait. Wait. We shouldn't look at things up because there's another chapter that we haven't gotten to yet. And there might be reveals.
Okay, fine.
Is her name Miss Bucken or Miss Backen?
I'm starting to think they'd be bucking him.
We were No. Is Weavile a clone of Whitebeard?
Or she literally was on the Rocks Pirates, and maybe Whitebeard had a moment. Hear me out on this. Hear me out on this.
Hold door. Hold the door.
First off, if this is a clone of what a young her looked like, come on.
I get it. I get it. Why they would get together.
Come on, tell me Whitebeard would be
after that.
Come on.
100%.
Come on.
100%.
Like, I know he's, a good dude, but why would he
might not be lying about that shit then.
She might be, actually,
if she looked like that... Sorry, that was Kaku. That!
But also, I can still also say, maybe Weavile is a failed clone of a Whitebeard.
Wait, weren't we questioning why there was a Stussy-looking person in the lab with the other four?
Well, yeah. I'm assuming that must have been
the clone.
What do you think? Could it have been the clone, or could it have been the original?
It was 30-something years ago, right?
I mean, if it was the original, she was there probably to be cloned.
Wait, is that why she's old then now?
Probably.
Bucket?
If that's who it is, which I'm leaning more and more the more we discuss this.
I need to look a picture of this lady real quick.
I could see it. I could absolutely see
it. It's the fucking bangs that are getting me right now.
I could absolutely see it, man.
Oh my god. Wait. So initially when we read the chapter and then we went into the whole Bonney thing with Vegapunk, I thought that first bit, the note that he wrote, was about Bonney, right? Even if the world does not accept how she came to be, the girl is unmistakably human. It was a success. I bear witness to this achievement. Is your arm hurting? I'm sorry. And I maintain that this is a huge step towards world peace. The girl is unmistakably human. And it called her what?
Yeah, no, you're right.
What?
It looped around.
The first
it's a circle.
Successful clone.
It's a circle.
Unit
You're absolutely right. There's no way. Because it's not Bonney. Yeah, initially I thought it was Bonney he was talking about, but now that you mention it, yeah.
Also, I don't know what the fuck's up with Bonnie's power, completely changing the subject, but I thought she just, turned people old and young, but she's, literally, distorting herself. What is it called?
Well, it's the
distorted future?
Yeah, so, that makes sense to me, where it's, her power almost works in a possible future, so this is, a distorted future where she got, super fucking buff.
But that's more than just, turn old, turn young, right?
But that makes sense, because remember back when she turned Luffy
old? A possible future.
A possible future.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the hint, was, this is a timeline where Luffy, just didn't take good care of himself and just looks like shit when he's old. Oh my
god.
I'm sorry, Brock. Me and Alex are very excited. Is there anything you would like to add to either of these discussions? I'm so sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I mean...
Are you shell shocked?
Yes.
I'm shell shocked.
I still want to know why black clouds appear upon
Yo,
awakened
yeah.
zones.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
You're so right. Kaku.
Yeah.
That was my wish, that Kaku would be awakened. Bro. Yes.
I mean, he's yeah.
That's just like, but like, what's with the clouds?
What's with the black clouds on him, and what's with the black clouds on Luffy?
Is that like?
Lucci?
And then, but also, why is Luffy's white?
Because he's
If that's a normal thing among awakened Zoans,
Uh-huh.
if that's a consistent thing, then that means basically nobody before them was awakened Zoan.
No. Absolutely, they had to have been. Because in Impel Down, we talked about the awakened Zoan guards, right?
I mean,
That was the okay. So, okay.
I'm thinking more in terms of people that weren't confirmed awakened
Okay.
and didn't have the clouds.
That's tough with Kaido because his whole fucking mane was those black clouds, right? Like, as a dragon, like, he had all those clouds and shit.
I don't know.
But here's my thing.
I don't know anymore.
Kaku isn't described as awakened, though I'm going to go by, like, the
I'm
black
gonna go by the
flames
black flames.
that he is. But you have a point there because it's like we never described anybody else as an awakened Zoan.
And to be fair, in Kaido's case, his is so fucking special.
Why does he? Yeah, he doesn't need awakening.
He doesn't need an awakening.
Sure fucking doesn't.
Like, he's a goddamn dragon, even if it's not called a dragon. He's a Charizard. He's a dragon if he's not called even if he's not called a dragon. So maybe Kaido was not awakened.
This is an insane chapter, though.
All the other shit you guys were talking about was also really crazy.
Yeah.
You guys said everything that needed to be said on that, so I just focused on
Sorry,
that.
I didn't want to like ruin it if you had anything to add.
No, you're fine.
I love the Sanji jabs in here.
Dude, the Sanji puns and jabs.
Nami's orders are absolute for Mirafim.
Swirlafim. I freaking love that from freaking
To think
Frankie.
Moffat would croak right when the One Piece is in our sights.
Such.
I love that. He doesn't get many like good hits on him.
No,
I love that.
That's fair.
And I'm really hoping that we get like them fighting together because he's on his way there.
Yeah.
And I don't think the Seraphim would have a better match than Zori. Zori
Bliss from Star Wars.
Zoro plus Sanji. That would
Zori
be
and Sanjo?
That would be a good matchup in my opinion.
I love that.
But Sanji absolutely cannot fight Boa. Absolutely not.
Or Stussy, for that matter, if she turns out to be
Dude,
bad.
so true. Dude, do you see Lucci's face? Do
Dude,
you see his look of betrayal?
Lucci looks like me the first time I watch Water 7, and I find out that he and Kaku are the ones trying to kill Iceberg.
Also, can we talk about how Stussy definitely now has a devil fruit? There's no fucking way. That's not...
she has some like vampire bat or something.
I'm going
devil fruit.
Succubi.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Succubi. Because she
Stussy the Sucky.
Sucky, Sussy, Stucky, Stuffy. Jesus Christ. Sussy, Sucky, Stussy.
There you go. I like it.
She's triple S. There's Triple H, and now we have Triple S.
Well, I'm glad it's just not SS.
Why was I touching your arm? That was bad. Was that not good?
No, it just was. No, it was like literally you did it multiple times, and I was just like,
I just
okay,
had so
I
many
get
points.
it. I get it. Thank you.
Okay.
I have to be completely honest. So the part about this chapter I knew about
What?
was the Stussy thing at the very end. I knew she was going to
You
be.
knew she betrayed?
I knew she betrayed,
That's
but
quite a panel.
for not knowing anything else about this chapter, I was like, you can see it on the recording. I was aghast the entire time. Like, there were so many new bits of information being hurled at me that I was just like,
Brock, were you the same?
prepared.
That was the same part?
I didn't read it, so I didn't know that she betrayed anyone. I just know that something important was revealed about her.
About Stussy.
About Stussy.
Yeah.
And then I did get, once again, sometimes you get those panels that you aren't sure are
a real
fan or they're real.
Yeah.
I did see Awakened Kaku attacking Zoro.
Oh, it's such a good panel.
This is a good panel.
It's so cool. Also, I don't know if Nose Gun is one of like his ultimate attacks from pre-time skip or not, but the Giraffe Man Gyro is sick as hell.
Well, if you remember, it was basically a steroids version of Finger Gun.
Yeah, okay.
He did use that in the past.
I cannot remember the exact like attacks in Water 7, but okay. So does We're going to read 1073 right after this review, so most of these questions will be answered. But a question, maybe. But a question I have right away is, can now Stussy turn the Seraphim on Lucci? Because I don't think he wins that.
Well, we still need to figure out like what her purpose is.
Is this just Lucci's gets his ass kicked arc? Like fuck Lucci arc?
Because here's the thing, like
if he takes another L in 24 hours,
I'm not trusting Stussy until it's confirmed she's on their side.
She took out Kaku.
That doesn't mean she's on their side.
Why would she take out Kaku?
They're dealing with Vegapunk.
And she's literally like, what does she say? Would you please join him, Lucci? I think it's time for your catnap too. Here's my thing. Here's why I think she might have said that. Because if Lucci goes down, she's the only authority chip holder left.
Yeah.
Which means she then controls the Seraphim. But if they're all going against Vegapunk, why take out Kaku and Lucci and then just do the normal mitt? Does she want like credit or some shit maybe?
Maybe she wants to Seraphim themselves.
Okay, so you don't think she's like the ally that Vegapunk called?
I don't know.
I don't know
Right now, I don't trust her.
This is mad sus.
I do think that it's very possible. I absolutely think it's possible because it lines up with all the questions we asked when we originally saw that he had made the call for
and everyone's like,
someone
"Oh, you will reveal them," and
because it would make sense if she was waiting a long time for those orders.
That would be crazy.
But at the same time, it could be a third party.
So really quick,
yeah.
You just because you brought it up,
Whatever.
and now I'm like thinking about it. How many times have they showed us this chart?
So many times.
Recently.
So many times. Like it was
don't get me wrong,
beginning
like,
of the mission, Vegapunk brought it up, Zentamaru showed up, was like this thing, boom, 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 boom.
Is an elder coming to AK?
No. No.
What? Why would they bother showing me this chart again?
I don't know.
Like,
because that is how it technically works. They did mention that the elders can't control them over video film.
No, I will.
But here's my other thing. Why would Vegapunk even give anyone else access over him?
Well, that's the thing, is he was obviously doing this for the world government, so at some point he has to give it to either him or the world elders, which I would assume Vegapunk doesn't know about him, like, on an official...
way. Guys. Get into dangerous territory. There is one tiny spoiler for 73 that I saw, so I want to stop there.
Well, stop talking! We're over here talking! Shut up, bro!
Anyway,
You
okay,
talked.
cool. I guess I'll go back to Kuma. Let's talk about Kuma.
What the fuck are those memories?
Well, so
this is such a big
so
question.
this actually kind of makes sense when you look back at fucking Thriller Bark.
Thriller Bark. Yeah. What? Okay, continue.
So think about this.
Okay. Thinking.
Luffy,
How am I thinking, Cap? It's lost.
he almost seems like he forgot the events. Now that I think about how he acted after he woke up. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, Luffy.
When he woke up after his fight with Moria.
Like, after he got his shadow cut off? Or, like, the other fight?
No, after...
Oh, when all the pain?
Puts all the pain out.
Oh, yeah. But wasn't he unconscious during all that?
He was unconscious, but that's what I'm saying. It's so you know how Luffy's he's all super happy afterward.
Yeah, he's like,
and
I feel lighter together.
Zoro's over here passed out.
Oh, damn.
And Luffy's just kind of feeling almost like he doesn't remember what they just went through.
Was it like a bunch,
What?
or was it just that bit? Like when he
Just that bit.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, is basically, from what it was implied when Kuma pushes all that pain out of Luffy, it's implied that that's all the pain he took just from that battle. Mm-hmm. Am I wrong in thinking that, Brock? Is that what it seems like to you?
That was the accumulation of all the pain
of the battle, the Moria, them.
Yeah.
So, after that, Luffy, which I think nothing of it, because Luffy's just absent-minded, and obviously he's celebrating with new crewmate and all these other things.
And he's a musician.
Yeah, and of course, it's a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I think about it, what if that pain is attached to the memories rather than the actual physical pain?
Did he not mention the Ors fight at all after that?
I don't remember him ever mentioning Ors. The only time anybody ever mentioned Ors, I swear, was Chopper or Robin or some people.
You might have a point. But on the other side of it, I don't think he mentions most of the antagonists he's
No,
faced.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is we chalk
It could be
we
either
chalk
or.
it up
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
it's just Luffy being Luffy.
It's just how. It
But
runs.
now I'm thinking, no, he literally forgot that one.
I'd have to go back and see it, but you have a point there.
And I'm not saying there's anything concrete.
You're saying
enough.
like the pain is connected to the memory?
Yes. Because so if that ball is just memories, and like Bonney seems to be implying like that's what it is. She's like, oh, I know my father's ability all too well.
Right.
And she's like, it's all of his memories or something like that.
It almost seems like Vegapunk's trying to trick Bonney there. Don't touch that, Bonney. I'm sure you're familiar with Kuma's ability. There's nothing there but pain. And then she's like, no. I know my father's ability all too well. Maybe she knows that. Maybe this isn't red because it's black and white. We can't tell. But like
True.
pain might be a different color. We won't know.
No, that is true.
Right?
I will give Alex that one. Maybe wait until anime to see colors. Maybe somebody will do a color spread of it. That's official. I don't know.
And really, Kuma hasn't used that ability much anyway. Like we've never seen him push out memories. We've only seen him do the pain one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot. But
I think it's really interesting, the point you're making.
because also
This seems really interesting and important, and it's going over my head a little bit, if I'm being honest. The whole conversation that like Vegapunk's having with Kuma here, I feel like Vegapunk's on another level.
Well,
Because I feel like there's a connection I
think-
could make that I'm not.
So I think actually, Brock, go ahead.
So
Let's collect
to
our
me,
thoughts.
it reads kind of more like what you were thinking, Alex, where he could already do it to pain. And then Vegapunk was insinuating that if you could do that for pain, maybe you could do it for other intangible things like imagination and memories.
Right.
Which is why I think it lends a bit more credence to this being different than what happened with Luffy. And also, if it were memories, I don't think it would have damaged Zoro so much for Thriller Bark, because Luffy didn't have very many painful memories there. He more experienced the physical pain of it.
Well, that's the thing, is the memory of that physical pain. So, like, I could see that as every time, and, like, obviously in the anime, you just see, like, Zoro getting, like, hit a bunch of times where it's like...
Pain is intrinsically attached to memory because you're remembering the pain.
You're remembering how that hit was taken.
If you pop out the pain, you still have your memories, but, like, nothing, you can't remember it hitting you, or does you lose the memories alongside of it? I see what you're saying.
Like, yeah. That's what I'm getting at. Anyway,
Well,
go ahead.
to me, it read a bit too much like Luffy's physical exhaustion and pain was taken away from him.
I think you could be right, too.
It didn't necessarily seem like he lost his memories.
Again, the absent-mindedness of Luffy makes that kind of hard to...
And also, just with the conversation with Vegapunk here, seems to insinuate that the pain thing was already a thing, and that imagination and memories are their own separate constructs within the power potential.
I get what you're saying.
So that leads me to believe that maybe they're different, but that's not to say that it's definitely not a possibility.
I had an aha moment while you were talking. I don't think it'll be one that we can expand on too much because, geez, is it like a reach? But you know how we talked about how Luffy's fruit is all about imagination? If you can imagine it, you can do it.
Correct.
That seems a little bit attached to like him saying, and your power can take something intangible like pain and give it physical form. Not only that, you can transfer it to others. So I'm wondering if that logically applied to other nervous signals like imagination and memories.
Well, think about this, Alex. When we first really talked to Vegapunk, and he was explaining his theory on devil fruits, he made the insinuation that the devil fruits themselves in the transformations or the form they take are dependent upon the person's thought process of evolution.
Right. Why Doflamingo is a...
So that's basically saying that like there's no user who looks the same when they use the same fruit. Potentially.
Meme really quickly. So does that mean Sabo was the exact replica of Ace with different clothes because he got the same fruit?
I mean, he hasn't been using the same moves.
Because if imagination determines what the fruit is, and he got the
No,
same one.
The what they do with the fruit and how it looks is what I mean when they eat it, not the fruit itself.
I'll be honest. I always thought Sabo would have blue flames. Now I was disappointed when it was just normal reds.
Mark already has that. He doesn't eat it.
No, but like because Sabo blue. Anyway, you have a point.
What's up?
So, you know how we've talked about, like, back before Kuma hit the red line, that maybe he was coming to Egghead specifically. Maybe something about getting his mind back.
Sure. Oh, you think he's headed to Egghead specifically?
No. But I'm saying, what if this answers the question of how Kuma gets back to being Kuma?
Because memories back.
Because we always thought it was like a brain transplant or something like that. What if he just literally like blanked himself by taking out all of his memories and all that stuff and just leaving it here for the off chance of whatever he's trying to accomplish?
I mean, it would make sense. Like, Vegapunk, keep these safe, and after I get rid of these, do this operation on me.
Because also, I really enjoyed the way Vegapunk talked about Kuma in this chapter, where it's like, I am so proud to call him one of my closest friends, and like, I literally
he hates that it's going through that too.
I cannot tell you this, otherwise it ruins something he wanted to happen.
I don't think that initially, I thought Vegapunk did something to steal Kuma's memory. Not steal, but like take Kuma's memories with him. And for some reason, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of realizing he didn't have that power. Kuma has that power. He had to convince Kuma to do that to himself.
Yeah.
Well, sounds
so
like
Kuma
certainly did it
chose
himself.
that. And why?
I think she's about to find out.
I mean, maybe. We'll see.
What?
Because if it is his memory, she's going to find out the reason.
I want to know... Why? What did he say? I want to know why this would hurt Bonney so much.
Well, maybe the truth type of thing.
Well, he said nobody made the decision for him. Kuma chose that. It's been hard on me too. I wish I could forget the whole. Where is it? You're saying you can't tell me why you had to kill my dad. I'm not trying to pull a fast one here. You gotta believe me. So, do we think that Vegapunk is a good guy?
I think he's good.
Or could he potentially have some? Well, he put his evil out of him. And my assumption is when he did all this with Kuma, maybe he was all together. Maybe not. Maybe
from what I can tell, he's always been, even from his non-gray days, he's always been friends with the right people, like the good people, so to speak. And he's always seems to have in his mind the betterment of like the knowledge and the betterment of people. Unless he's a former Rock Pirate as well.
If I divulge the reason, it would only serve to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
So what does Kuma have in his memories that would hurt Bonney so much that he would literally push all of them out and tell Vegapunk to keep it under lock and key while he does whatever he's doing right now? Also, why can't he pop up to the top of the red line if that's his goal? That's confusing me.
So
I'm still convinced it has something to do with like he is still tangible in some way, shape, or form when he pops himself.
Yeah, my thought process is that if he had there's nothing to say that if his goal is like that way, is like straight that way, there might be something that is unforeseen in his way that he can't just get. Because like I think we discussed afterwards that all the places he said the Straw Hats were places without obstacles.
Wait a second. I'm connected to what Brooke just fucking said.
What? What did I do?
Like 5 minutes ago. Hold on. Where is it? Why does this chart keep appearing? Is Kuma going there to make sure that Vegapunk is the only one who can control the Seraphim? Is that his mission? To take out all of the elders so that Vegapunk doesn't even have to find a way to swap it up? He's just going there to take out the fucking elders? I mean, we don't know where Fujitora is. We don't know where Ryokugu is. We know Aki Inu is nearby. So Kizaru's on his way.
My main thing...
They're pretty unguarded, you'd say, right? Right now?
Perhaps.
Right now, my main thing, though, is if he's... And obviously, we don't know about... Hold up. We don't know about how exactly his trajectory works.
We don't.
But, my assumption is where he's set himself to go, he'll go straight there.
Right.
Which leads me to wonder, if his set to go to Mary Joie, why didn't he just go straight there? Why did he...
But he is malfunctioning a bit. He left the revolutionary... Oh, my God. He left the... I'm not going to get to that in a second. He left the revolutionary army fixed fully. He was rushing out there pulling shit off.
Yeah.
Maybe it's kind of like... Maybe they were never supposed to save him. because as a slave, he was as close as he was ever going to get.
Actually, I was going to say that exact same thing.
Yeah.
I was almost about to interrupt you and be like...
They interrupted the mission. Maybe. But here's what... Wait. Kuma was never the mission, right? Sabo decided that when he saw what Kuma looked like. They were never supposed to save Kuma,
because they were
right?
supposed to be declaring war on
that was it. But then he saw Kuma and he's like, we're going to save Kuma. That was Sabo's decision, right? Because Vegapunk was talking with Dragon, right? Vegapunk was talking with Dragon, not necessarily Sabo. And if Dragon was keeping him in the dark about certain things, and Sabo made that decision, those plans might have been all ruined. Here's my other thing. If
you have so many...
I have so many things! If Stussy is Vegapunk's secret ally, that means that if he's communicating with Dragon, Dragon has always known what the intelligence, highest intelligence unit of the elders and the fucking world government is doing.
Assuming that Vegapunk told him.
But that would...
Because that is loose lips sink ships on that one, my friend. There is a reason that if it is confirmed that she's the ally, that he didn't say it out loud just to be absolutely sure.
Personally, before I read this chapter, I was really sure that Scott Gaman was hanging on the island.
Well, I was gonna say, I think we had discussed that just one of the times we met before this chapter came out, before you went to Hawaii, and we were just like, who could it be? And I was like, it might be Smoker, and you said Scopper.
Yeah.
Well, that was our 2-man video. I said Scott Gabon.
That's right. Yep.
Yes.
I remember now.
We agreed after when we talked about it. Still cool if that would happen because I think Scopper paralleling Rayleigh at Sabadi because all the Saudi people are here coming, Kizaru, blah, blah, right? It's like, hey, Scopper.
Oh, that's right. Kizaru's coming still.
That's still happening! Oh, he's going to be kind of pissed that everything's going so wrong, I feel like.
I don't know.
Wait, if it's even going wrong.
Wait.
I don't know.
I don't think it's going right! I mean... Who was leading this? Was Stussy actually leading this, or was Lucci in control of CP0 in this?
All of a sudden, Im-sama comes down from the clouds and takes care of control.
You just see this fucking
the Seraphim, and then
we're going nuclear on this.
Oh,
so bright! Oh wait,
he accidentally blinds himself.
Oh,
anyway,
Im-sama.
Okay. We've been jumping around a lot.
That's insane. This is an insane chapter.
This is a great.
Oda, you're so good.
This is.
Egghead's so fucking fun.
It's so.
I don't think any of us were expecting it to be this big. I was expecting it to be big.
I said it was gonna be a quick arc. I don't think it's gonna be a quick arc anymore.
I don't know.
I still don't.
It's gonna be way quicker than Wano. That's for sure.
I mean, that's the hope.
I mean,
because Elbath is on the horizon. That's where Kid's heading.
I'm not even hoping for that one. There's no way. There's just no way.
I mean, we gotta go see Saul. Bro.
Okay.
Bro. Okay. So she took out Kaku with a bite. How the fuck?
Either she drained his blood or she poisoned him. One of the two.
So Stussy greater than Kaku. Stussy greater than Lucci?
Nah.
Well,
she doesn't seem scared.
I think it's...
She didn't do that secretly and then get behind him. She's literally staring at him from here.
I think if anything, she's confident now because, A, you do have the Vegapunks here. If they come out and it's just Lucci basically trying to hold off her, Zoro, Brook, soon to be Sanji, and Frankie.
Yeah. Lucci can't do that.
She's
the
Seraphim might do a good job of helping it, but eventually he's gonna get overwhelmed.
she no div Zoro and Sanji. She's just walking forward with the Seraphim. Because that's your thought, right, Brock? She might not actually be an ally, but she's taking them out for
reason.
So my thought process.
The other CP0.
So my thing. my thing is that I think it's quite very, very possible that she's the one that Vegapunk was one of his bodies was talking about. But also, I think it's very possible that she's a third party, involved,
Who else is here?
Dude, who the fuck knows?
Who do you think? I'm curious.
That would... I could be completely wrong with
this.
No. I could be completely wrong with this.
Throw it out there.
I'm not going to say it.
No, what do you mean?
I'm saying it might compared to... It might connect to my spoiler from this chapter, so I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, you're a motherfucker.
I saw almost nothing. I saw almost nothing, but just that. But anyways,
so maybe we should just read the next. But
chapter. With her, with her power, I think there's something special about her bite that allows her to do that. I don't think she necessarily has a stronger fighting power than them.
That's the one bonus we have.
It's kind of like
at least we have one more chapter.
It's kind of like how Foxy gave Luffy trouble because of his slow fruit.
Okay.
Am I wrong though?
Okay.
If he didn't have the slow fruit,
Luffy was even a little bit strategic, he would have been able to fucking. His whole thing is run.
But here's the
punch.
thing: since he's not very strategic with the slow fruit, that kept him going for as long as he did.
Lucci's not Luffy. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's fine.
I feel like Stussy coming out with that kind of fucking confidence means that she's got some.
But I don't think it's a no diff thing.
Kind of.
And I'm saying her power is what makes the difference here.
Did she no diff Kaku?
I think she snuck on
Does
him.
Kaku not have good observation?
She used a special power on him, is what I'm saying.
She did bite him.
Like, I don't think this is like a power thing. Well, it's a devil fruit power thing. It's not a strength thing.
That's a really strong power just to bite and sleep.
Yeah. And we've been over this with
is Boa's ability to turn everyone to stone except a few people in the world.
We have been over this, by the way, with the observation, Alex. It was the same thing with the Katakuri thing.
When it's something you don't see coming.
Like when you are focused specifically on events, like he's clearly worked with Stussy long enough that he wouldn't even think that there's a threat.
It's like the Spidey sense. The Spidey sense doesn't work when he doesn't see someone as a threat.
True. And again, and here's something that I talked with my fiance about observation hockey. I think actually Luffy, the ones who have actually shown future sight, like those 6 seconds or even a second, that's actually incredibly rare. Maybe even rarer than Conqueror's hockey. Like, seeing into the future with observation. I think Katakuri...
I'd say comparable in rarity.
Because, honestly, King never showed it. Queen never showed it. Kaido showed it for a little bit. Katakuri was way better at it, in my opinion, than Kaido. But he has so many other things going.
Well, I think we should also take into account that... Because here's the thing, like, when the power is first introduced, it's heavily emphasized.
Yes.
But after it's introduced and more and more people start showing it, it starts to become like an assumption that more people have it.
And I think that's what I was doing. I was assuming everyone on like these new levels would.
Well, not everyone.
No.
This was still super rare.
This is what I was doing. I was like, oh, well, clearly these are new antagonists. They must have all these other antagonist abilities and then some.
Well, no.
And that was wrong of me because I'm like,
I'm thinking more like Kaido.
That's incredibly rare. Someone I think definitely has to have it is Kizaru because of how his ability works. He has to be able to think faster than like all these places he's going. So
and Rayleigh.
Rayleigh, absolutely.
He couldn't have stopped Kizaru's kick without it.
You're right. It has to be comparable to Kizaru. You're right. If I'm giving it to Kizaru, I give it to Rayleigh. But those are, shiny examples.
No, exactly.
Of
and they're very high up on the totem pole.
I think and Kizaru was literally like doing what Katakuri was doing at Marineford when like a giant spear went through his chest and he went,
yep.
Like he saw that shit coming. So like, but I shouldn't just give observation future sight to literally every antagonist.
No.
Unless they show it, I should just assume they don't have it. Which, Kaku very well probably doesn't have future sight. Lucci might not even have future sight. I mean, he was getting punched by Luffy all over the fucking place, and that was his target. More Luffy's just way better at it. Okay. Well, I'm just going to call... Well, look, I mean, Kaku's not dead, but he could be totally coup de grace right now. No? He's asleep. Right?
Yeah.
I was so excited for Kaku, and he was awakened.
We'll see what.
We got one chapter of awakening.
We'll see what Stussy does next chapter.
If Stussy does, we don't even know if we'll come back to this. Maybe maybe we'll find out what's up with fucking Weavile at this point, because that seems to be questionable as shit.
But this all makes so much sense though, and like there's no context for this, because like
I want to awaken Giraffe.
There was no context for this, but I just. Whenever One Piece stuff put up, I'm starting to see a lot more like Weavile pictures. They're not like chapter pictures, just pictures of Weavile.
Why?
I don't know. And this kind of makes it feel a bit more. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I mean, like specifically shown, right? And that's the same thing with Awakening. We haven't seen Kaku say like awakened form, but like based on what
context clues on this one,
right,
is a little bit more like. It looks like Kaku's awakened.
Yeah. I mean, the black flames are literally there. And the white flames, I think it might just be Oda's like drawing style to show like Luffy's a good guy.
Well, it might have something to do with Luffy's fruit.
Here's my thing.
How individual
remember when...
No.
Yeah, you do. Actually, you probably don't. Anyway, remember when Vegapunk was talking about how most awakened Zoans just lose their minds?
Yes.
I think that's an example of the Impel Guards and any other awakened Zoans that we know about or don't know about.
So that's
Lucci is something different.
So that's the other thing is like they almost
he's like Sage too.
In awakening a devil fruit, it's like you become almost godlike in your own way.
Sure.
Because being able to continue to keep your mind intact must take a lot of like
an even higher level.
Yeah. So the flames almost seem like even if you're not necessarily a god fruit, you are almost godlike in your control of your fruit.
The highest tier of control of the fruit, which the Impelled Guards, though monsters, are not gods.
They are not.
Whereas these two seem ascended. That's my other question. These are the highest members of CP0. Is Stussy awakened then?
I would argue that whatever she is, it is either just a very powerful devil fruit or like, and then on top of that, I could say, yes, she is awakened.
I mean, and here's the thing. If she's based off of a Rocks Pirate clone,
Jesus,
it would not surprise me if she was awakened.
Yeah. I mean, that might get us closer to the whole, like, can clones have hockey the same as their formers? Because that was a question we asked beforehand.
Yeah.
Rabbit holes all over the place.
Yeah, we have so many. Honestly, I think we should start winding this one down.
Honestly, I've got all my questions
I'm dying to get to 1073 now that Brock's, like, you're in spoiler territory, guys.
No predictions for 1073 because we're watching 10.
Reading.
Yeah, we're reading. Watching.
I mean, it's on a screen.
We're going to be reading chapter 1073 right now. See you in a second.